Hello, true duelists. My name is Craig Fee, and as always, welcome to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Update. The road to our new meta overlords continues, with the October 3rd ban list having come into effect and effectively giving tier limits the crown for best deck of the format, with only 1 month to go before the release of Magnificent Mavens on November 4th, 2022. Which I bring up to say that if I am not mistaken, the Team YCS Quito in Ecuador, taking place the weekend of October 15th, will be the first look at just how strong tiers will be before the Ishizu cards ruin the format. Can you tell I'm looking forward to it? And after that, YCS Minneapolis, taking place the weekend of October 22nd, will prove any results or prove any doubters wrong. But hey, if you don't like the idea of playing tier limits at a top level event, you can just play Mystic Mind Burn instead. Competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! The Crystal Beast Structure deck was also released, bringing forth some valuable reprints for high-demand cards, namely Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Yes, Common Rare Ash Blossom is now available from 2 separate structure decks to date, but instead of the $20 USD that it has cost for the last year or two, the Crystal Beast Structure deck version is at a little over $5 per copy the last I checked. Not as cheap as my greedy ass would prefer, but still much preferable to be paying $15 for a playset of Peasant Rares instead of $60. So I am not complaining. And speaking of reprints to lower some prices, it's being revealed through some, I believe, Spanish posters for Battles of Legend Crystal Revenge, set to release November 17th, 2022, showing Accesscode Talker getting a secret rare reprint in the set. Also secret rare from this poster would be the Advanced Crystal Beast Pegasus and Carbuncle, and the best card art ever printed in Doodle Rex, with ultra rares for Dimension Dice and Battle of Sleeping Giants. 2 cards I had forgotten about until reading this script just now. Still, a secret rare access code printing is a secret rare access code printing. Knowing the printing rates for side sets, I for one am very much excited for access code to go from a $40 in gold rare to a $45 for the secret, instead of the $100 secret that it is now. But hey, gold rare is peasant rare, which means that you have to upgrade or else everyone knows that you're broke. Which is all that matters in Yu-Gi-Oh, of course. According to, I don't know, Gage? Is it still the meme that Gage likes high value? I don't know. I'm throwing him under the bus for no reason. No disrespect to the mans. I'm just here making jokes. Jokes. Jokes? As we approach the OCG release of Photon Hypernova, the set to debut after Darkwing Blast, we are being bombarded with new cards. I've made a new card report for most of the new cards revealed this week, which you can check out here if you're interested. If you're curious about a new Plunder Patrol ship or generic insect support, check out this week's new card report here on Yugioh Strats. Still, there's even more new cards from Photon Hypernova this week that have been revealed since I released that video. So let's get right into it, starting with continued support for the Ninja archetype. Yugioh, the weighted Joe, the Weighted Ninja, is a new level 8 ninja monster with 2 effects. The first will let you target 2 monsters on the field and flip them into face-down defense position whenever Joe is normal or special summoned or flip face up. And the opponent can't flip those monsters you've set up with this effect. All on a level 8. The other effect is at least to pop a card on field if another monster on field is flipped face up. Yes, the first look at Ninja's newest support is a slightly stronger Book of Lunar Eclipse, but on a level 8 monster instead of as a quick play spell. What a start. They did also get a new fusion, Yaguru Maru. What is reading? I don't know how to do it. The Armored Ninja. Its materials are any 2 ninjas with different types and must either be fusion summoned properly or summoned by tributing the materials from your field. Its effect is that if special summoned or flipped face up, you can banish a ninja, monster, or ninjutsu art card from your hand, grave, or face up field to target a card on the field and banish it. That is so powerfully underwhelming, I'm almost shook. How are Konami going to give this deck 26 new cards and have so few of them be playable? The last card is A World Shrouded in Darkness. And no, that's not just the world view from like modern news or some joke that I don't care to really go into. It's a dope name. It's a dope name for a ninja card. It's the new field spell for the deck that is always treated as a ninjutsu art card that lets you target and destroy a card each time one of your ninja monsters deals damage to the opponent. It's actually fairly solid, I'm not going to complain. Oh, and the other effect is that if it is sent to the grave or banished by an opponent's card effect, you can discount Soul Charge, summoning any number of differently named ninjas from your graveyard in face-down defense position. This seems incredibly abusable to me, just waiting for some artifact Durendal shenanigans or something of the sort to break it. But that will require you to play ninjas. It also means you're gonna have to find the means to flip those ninjas face up, because Lord knows that distributing for that new fusion not gonna be enough to win games by itself. Overall, the new ninja support seems to be standard for ninjas. One really good thing, one less than good thing, and a card that makes you ask, why not at least try when you're designing these cards, Konami? Why not just try? There's also a new generic spell for players to try and break, this one named Triple Tactic. That's right, this one has no talent. Following the broken spell as it was before it, Triple Tactic requires the opponent to use a monster effect the same turn you wish to activate it. But whereas Triple Tactic's talents gives you one of 3 banned effects, or then banned, shout out to Change of Heart, this card instead lets you set any normal spell or normal trap from your deck to your field. And if the opponent controls a monster when you use this, you can instead add the normal spell or normal trap to your hand. Not bad at all. Matter of fact, this might just be broken. I haven't taken a look at every single normal trap or normal spell, but there's plenty of strong ones, I can tell you that much. It does prevent you from using the set card the same turn you've set it, even if you set a spell, but immediate access to power spells for the next turn, like Lightning Storm or even the Triple Tactics Talents, or anything of that sort, seems broken. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure if you don't set the card, you can still activate it? I might be wrong on that. I could have just lied to you. Whoops! It's also worth noting that you can set a trap, from a simple infinite impermanence for just plain effect negation, or an Ice Dragon's Prison for some solid disruption, or even a fantastic segue into our next new card. Because while that's it for today's update in regards to the cards from Photon Hypernova, the TCG version of Darkwing Blast, set to release 2 weeks from today on October 21st, will have the TCG exclusive new trap card, Destructive Daruma Karma Cannon, a reference to Dharma Cannon, a card printed in Tournament Pack 2 in 2002. Unlike that card though, this new trap card has an effect, namely to change as many monsters as possible on the field to face-down defense position. Then if any player controls a face-up monster, they must send all face-up monsters they control to the graveyard. So, new Book of Eclipse, I might hear you say. No, not quite. Unlike Book of Eclipse, this won't give the opponent free draws, and more importantly, since it says the player must send cards and not that the cards themselves are sent to the grave, that means it doesn't just get rid of link monsters and tokens from the opponent's field, but even cards unaffected by card effects. Since it's not an effect to send them, it makes the player send them. Sounds like a needless nitpick of wording that shouldn't matter to you? Welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! We recommend getting a law degree before you learn to play. In other Darkwing Blast news, we also have confirmation for some of the new card rarities in the set, namely that the waiting to be broken World Sea Dragon Zealantis is a secret rare, and that new trap I just mentioned will be an ultra. I may just get a box of this set, because if you don't know from my Blackwing video, I like Blackwings. Man, I am just shamelessly plugging my own videos here, aren't I? Haha, whoops! On to the news. In official merch news, Yu-Gi-Oh! Officially paired with Adidas of all things to release some kick-ass Blue Eyes and Dark Magician shoes as well as flip-flops. Meaning you may soon have the chance to attend locals with that Yugi drip and straight flex on the opponent with your sense of style before continuing to play pure Tri-Brigade, because the deck wasn't really hit in a meaningful way and it's just been power crept, and god damn it, you're not paying for the Tears Field spell, you just want to play the game and have fun. That may have been a slight tangent. I apologize, folks. I just need time to let the lower third play in full so that it looks like I know what I'm doing when I make these videos. In community news, chips. That's it. That's the only word I have written down is just the word chips. Good on me for proofreading the script. I didn't really see anything worthwhile talking about in the community news section this week. I think I saw a joke about Triff drinking piss. I don't know. I'm going to pretend I didn't say that out loud, and you're going to pretend I didn't say it either. No one bring it up in the comments. Instead, what we're going to do is wrap up the update. My name, as always, has been Craig Fee. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you subscribe to Yugioh Strats for next week's update, and so you too can be a true duelist.